The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, December 10th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up, and when you do, sign up with that promo code TCESGPN to get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet's a new sportsbook available in 45 different states. Download Rebet in the App Store and use the promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $100. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Start crushing college basketball and college football with Rhythm. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, folks, this is Bud Foster. You're listening to SGPN. Let's let it ride.
Yes! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, December 10th. We are in the wee hours of the night. And there was not a sight. Isn't there, am I quoting like the Kris Kringle book? You know what I mean? Like the night. Yeah. And down came the chimney is a jolly good jackass named Pick Dundee. Yes, if you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh, boy. 5 games today. I was forced to bet all 5 of them. 2 and 3. Super mad. Just had to walk around the park for a little bit. Had to pick up some pine cones, think about life. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Big 12 College Experience. Check it out, subscribe. Also, the Ryan and Rush Show. He was at a VCU basketball game tonight. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, brother?
Doing good. Yeah, caught some hoops today. I went 3-2, so that's a winning day. But one of the games was I lost. So good night at the Siegel Center, I guess.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah. I mean, it was a shit slate.
Horrible. Terrible.
When you get a shit slate, you're just forcing bets. When you're forcing bets, you don't have that organic feeling. You know what I mean? We're just you hear the birds chirping in your ear in the background. You know what I mean? Just harmony is playing. And just you didn't. And and to be honest, I was on a bunch of other shows, so the only game I really got eyes on from start to finish was the opener, Minnesota, Indiana. Indiana 82, Minnesota 67. We ate shit right out the gate. And for a second, I thought I might be able to backdoor this when it was down to like 13, I feel like, the 4 or 5 minute mark. But bad pick. And I did see people in the chat saying never triple lock against Indiana. That's just not true. We've made a lot of money. I've been doing the show 7 years, all right? So, I mean.
Good Lord. Talking about short-term, overreaction to one game. Did you remember the Louisville game in the Bahamas?
Didn't we just have Miami, Ohio as a triple lock 3 days ago against Indiana?
Yeah, and that hit or that pushed, right? That pushed.
And Gonzaga. Gonzaga beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like the first one that Indiana's covered in a long time. They suck. Minnesota just sucks more.
Minnesota does suck. Watching that game today, like there was a bad pick. Dawson Garcia is like their only guy, I feel like. Shout out to the Hoosiers. Things are rolling right now. Indiana football is in the playoffs. Basketball is rolling along. I'll look to fade them soon though. I know you didn't get eyes on it, but it was I will say this. Indiana, I don't think played amazing, and they still won by double digits. So if you look at it from that point of view, it's a very nice performance. Minnesota was 2 for 11 from 3. You're not going to win a lot of games doing that. They also got severely out-rebounded. So you're not going to win games doing that. You're not even going to cover games doing that. That's pretty much what happened there. Your thoughts on the outcome there, buddy?
Not much. I didn't see any of this game. I was just score monitoring because it was at another game. Here, I'll give everybody in the chat. I'll give you a fade spot. We'll take Nebraska at home against Indiana on Friday night. If you want to take Indiana, good luck to you.
Yeah. Lock battle win for me and Mac against Bieniek. The highlight of my day was these South Carolina State Bulldogs, which Celebration Bowl is on Saturday. Jackson State against South Carolina State. Jackson State, the heavy favorite. We've seen this story before. Take South Carolina State. I'm really impressed with their football season and their team this year. Bieniek's just behind the boards. He's not even going to talk about this Buccaneer performance.
He's prepping for Michigan and Arkansas.
I've got nothing to add here. Good win, boys. It was a 5-game slate, which I didn't watch any of it. So just being honest there. Spent the entire day just updating the cocktail napkin. So
there you go.
South Carolina State fucked them up. It felt like it. I mean, just from score watching, it was kind of a blowout the entire game.
Well, they had one guy score 34 and nobody else was in double digits for SC.
Braden Jones, baby.
Yeah.
34 and 8 and 4 assists, 6 blocks. Holy shit.
Woo, woo.
That's a fucking night.
Killing it. Don't know how this one didn't hit because it should have, I feel like. VCU 66, Penn 47. We lose on these Rams. A spread this big against VCU is hard because they're not going to score 120 points. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't say I'm mad at myself because they fucked up Georgia Southern the other night, but I feel like this should have hit though. Your thoughts on, you were at this game. Tell me about this game and what happened.
Yeah, they raced out to a 15-2 lead. It did not help that Zeb Jackson did not play today, so they knew they were going to beat Penn. They couldn't name the score. They just went through the motions in the second half. Penn was able to actually cut it, tie it actually at one point midway through the first half, and but you could just tell, like watching those teams up close in person. One team had athletes, the other team was a bunch of white staples. I mean, it was Ivy League versus athletes, and VCU just didn't make enough shots to cover that number. They went through one of those scoring droughts.
Yeah. Shout out to Justice Perfect. Hope you're doing good, brother. Good to see you back. And then we battled here. I didn't really want to bet this game, but I had to bet it because there was only 5 games.
Yeah.
Norfolk State gets drilled by Hofstra.
Ooh,
damn it.
Hofstra fucked them up.
Yeah. I didn't have strong conviction on this, but what are you going to do? There's 5 games on. I mean, it was bad. I bet on an NHL game tonight. You know what I mean? So I'm saying. So you're just like, what am I doing here? Sure.
Speedy Claxton and the boys were playing well, 8-3. They've had some big road wins and won against Seton Hall. They beat UMass on the road. They beat Rice. They beat Arkansas State, who we saw what they did to Memphis. So shout out to Speedy.
Yeah. They look good. And Lincoln, by the way, I wish we would have been able to bet on San Jose State against the Oaklanders of Lincoln, California. They did get it done. Final game, and I'm glad you guys talked me into this because I would have lost. I would have been really horrible tonight. But Baylor got it done against Abilene Christian by 31. I didn't watch a second of this game, so I'm not going to lie to you. Your thoughts on this outcome? I know you didn't watch this either.
I watched the last 10 minutes because it's tipped off at 8 o'clock Eastern. So it looked like Baylor got a little healthier tonight. Edgecombe played, and sounded like Nunn had a big night, and they made a bunch of threes, and they kind of just did what they're supposed to in a bye game. Drilled them.
Yeah. And that was our night. Remy's asking which hockey game. I bet on the Anaheim Ducks and the Montreal Canadiens tonight. Didn't go good for me. Didn't go good for me, do it?
You're not an NHL sharp right now.
I just wanted some type of action. I didn't even do a deep enough dive on it, but I was like, "Hey, Ducks, give me the Ducks money line." Nope, didn't happen.
Colby did nonstop shows the entire night, and he was like, "No, I still need action."
Well, I got TVs here. It's like if I'm going to be sitting here talking to people, you know what I mean?
VSiN, The Grid, the College Football Experience, Sports Gambling Podcast, and now he's doing college basketball experience. But he needed a hockey game to bet on.
I did catch the tail end of my brutal. This is what I get for ever betting on the fucking Cowgirls. I had them plus 4.5.
Hilarious. I saw that on Twitter. I saw that.
My God.
Yeah.
Former Lion, by the way. Who
Leon's
fumbled that or
2.0, right?
Oh, yeah, they blocked the punt, and then they fucking fumbled the recovery, and the Bengals got it back, and then it's like, all right, I'm going to lose. I'm getting 4.5. They're going to get a field goal range and throw it to Jamar Chase, and he just speeds off, and I'm like, God, this fucking team fucking sucks, and I hate them. Why did I bet on them? It was the right side, but, oh, well, you win some, you lose some. It was a little bet.
Shout out to Via La Fortuna from Montreal. I'm sorry I faded your Canadians. All right.
Patrick Laine, I think he's in like his second or third game back from like he's missed a hell of a lot of time. So yeah, he's an interesting player. He's got a hell of a shot. But
I used to have a friend that worked for the Ducks front office, so we would go to a lot of games for free. And when I say for free, everything for free. It was like
that's always nice.
It was like bombs away as far as alcohol.
When I told you guys the other day that like shadowed ACC Network, I had buddies that shadowed Penguins games. And when they would do that, they would get that kind of hookup for the rest of the season. So on nights that they knew they were going to be dead, like they would just give us a room, our school or whatever. And that was always nice. There's not a bad seat in the house for basketball game or hockey game because it's just a 360 game, you know?
Yeah. I mean, so I ate shit with a bonus play if you were real swift. The Anaheim Ducks did not get it done against the Montreal Canadiens. My apologies if you tailed me on that. You wouldn't have been able to get that.
Did you put it in on the picks page?
I don't think I did. So you would have had to just read my fucking cloud brain. Folks, what to tell you? Want to tell you that the college basketball experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Download the SGPN app. It's completely free. Come on. You get easy access to our picks, our articles, cannabis cappers like a goddamn
wizard.
They're calling him the next fucking, what's my guy did? What's my guy did? John Grisham. They say he's the John Grisham with the pen. All right, he's over there writing these articles. Makes me. I've told him. I've texted him a few times saying, "Dude, you need to write I read your Underdog Fantasy article. It's fantastic. You ever thought about doing a suspense spy novel, right?" And he does absolute great stuff. He's amazing with the pen. And also, you're going to get all of our picks on that beautiful thing there. And it's free too, by the way. It's free. All of it's free. App Store, Google Play Store. Just type in SGPN. And remember as always, folks, to let it ride. Game balls. Besides, you know what?
5 winners.
give me the Montreal Canadiens. Game ball number 1. No,
Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals. Way to beat the Cowgirls' ass. Fluke ass win, but hey, anytime the Cowboys lose and basically knock them out of the playoffs, it's a good day.
Yeah, what's the we got to give one basketball play. We should do this. One basketball play. And to me, it's South Carolina State.
Yeah. I'll give out Hofstra. I mean, Hofstra, that's Norfolk State have been playing good, and I already read off Speedy's resume. I mean, they've done well this year. Maybe I saw somebody in the chat. Maybe he wants that Villanova job, trying to get that Villanova job. He's done a good job at Hofstra.
He has done a good job.
Yeah.
And look, remember who else used to be a former Hofstra head coach?
Jay Wright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe Speedy can tell him that, huh? Got some good history here. Let's jump into tomorrow's action. The slate is kind of short, but it is got some bangers on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts at beautiful Hinkle Fieldhouse. If you guys have never been to Hinkle Fieldhouse, like, I would just say it's one of the ones you got to go to. It's obviously the movie Hoosiers was shot there, but also the real high school game from the movie Hoosiers was played there. And it's just a great legendary place. I would compare it to like the Wrigley of college hoops, or Lambeau of college hoops or something like that. I mean, Cameron Indoor is amazing too. There's some other great stadiums, but it's up there. North Dakota State, the Bisons are heading into Hinkle, catching 14.5 against Butler. What do we do here? 7-4, North Dakota State. I'm going to lay it. Butler's coming off the ass whooping.
Yeah.
I'm going to lay it. I could be talked into a lock here. What are you doing here?
I had this one circled. The only thing I was a little bit hesitant on was that they got Wisconsin in that. You know how they do that Indy Classic the doubleheader every year? But I still think Butler back at home last time they came off the loss to Austin Peay. They started playing really good basketball after that. I think they got humbled on Saturday. I think they humbled the Bison here. Let's lock up the Bulldogs. Hinkle Magic.
Hey, get yourself out. If you haven't been, you got to go. Shout out to Clark. He's been there. Yeah. It's just it's just a unique place to go to. Much better than Lucas Oil Field, that bullshit. But Bieniek, you coming aboard here?
No, I'm going for the next one. Sorry, I mistimed my jump in.
Who are you going to lock Tennessee?
The Miami Hurricanes are heading to New York City to take on these Tennessee Volunteers. Tennessee's laying 16.5. I was on the grid earlier talking about this game. Lock. Give me Miami plus 16.5. They've, somewhere in those two losses, or more than two losses, but I'm saying they've looked all right. They've looked all right the past couple games. They cover the 16.5 in New York City at the Garden. Jimmy V Classic. Mac?
Yeah, the dogs in the Jimmy V have been barking over the last couple of years. I think one year, I forget who was number one. I think it was Louisville. Texas Tech beat them. A new number one in the polls. That's an auto fade for me, the first game with all the hype. Give me Miami. Like you said, they lost by 10 to Clemson. They led a majority of the game. They lost to Arkansas by 3. They led a majority of the game. They lost 7 to VCU, 6 to OK State. I'll take the points, hold my nose. Let's go Canes. They lose by 12. They'll probably leave for the majority of this game and then somehow get drilled at the end.
Come on, James Larinaga. You're in New York City.
Yeah.
Don't let some fucking guy shoot you from behind. All right, watch out. All right, they're just spraying people up there. Terrible shit going on in New York City, but I guess it's been happening for a while there. And I love New York City. I say that with someone who loves New York City, but it's got some checkered history to it. Bieniek, what are you doing here? You came in here.
He's going Vols.
It's a lock battle. Miami, in their last 6 games, they are 1-5 against the spread. They lost outright to Charleston Southern in that sample size. The one cover was by a half point against VCU when VCU was favored by 7.5.
They cover against
Look.
Arkansas.
Was that a cover?
Easy.
I was just going off the top of my head.
Fucking led.
So
for
2-4.
36
My
minutes.
apologies. The Arkansas game it has to be a Miami spot. They're coming off the bad loss against Charleston Southern. It seemed like all the momentum, if they had any, they would get up in that game to win it. They did not. I haven't been too impressed by Arkansas this season. Then after the loss against Arkansas, once again, it seemed like, okay, it's a Miami spot. They looked good against the Hogs. They blew it late against Clemson. They lose by 10. Have you guys not seen what the SEC has been doing to non-conference opponents right now? And also Tennessee against P4 opponents. At Louisville, they win by 22. Baylor in the Bahamas, they win by 15. Syracuse at home, they win by 26. Lock it up. Go Vols. GBO.
Day number 1. Let's go. Battle.
We got a battle. Mac, Dundee with the Canes. Bieniek with these Vols. All right, moving forward. Monmouth is heading to Princeton, New Jersey. Take on these Princeton Tigers. Catching 14.5. The over-under 147.5. I think we should lock Monmouth.
How sad is it for Seton Hall that Princeton and Seton Hall were laying the same number against Monmouth at home?
Although Monmouth did lose by 25 last year.
Oh, they've been getting drilled. They've been getting drilled in this series. That's why I'm not.
All right, let's stay away.
Yeah. Monmouth, dude. Monmouth is just kind of a shit show team.
I just feel like it's a Jersey battle, and I'm getting 14.5. I'm definitely taking the fucking points, but maybe not betting it now.
I'll lay it. No bet. I don't want to lay that with Princeton. For some reason, they fuck Monmouth up. I don't get it.
Next up, Penn State heading to Piscataway with against the dancing Danny DeVitos. This Jersey Mike's blood money. Taking on Rutgers at the rack. Rutgers laying 1.5. Lock. Give me Rutgers minus 1.5.
You can get a 1 too, by the way.
I'll take the 1. I like fading the court storms. So let's go.
Yeah, I like fading teams inside the rack in general.
Yeah, that's
well. I will say Penn State beat the shit out of them in the rack last year, so that's another angle why I like Rutgers to get them back here. And this is Penn State's first road spot of the year. So yeah, give me Rutgers, lock it up.
This is the biggest game so far for Rutgers at the rack. This fan base is extremely excited for this era, for this season, with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. I think this place is going to be an absolute zoo, madhouse, and it usually is. But I think there's another level that it'll get to here tonight. And Penn State already dumping the Gatorade against Purdue. Lock it up.
Triple lock, Scarlet Knights. Let's go.
They're off a 3-game losing streak too.
Yeah. Those were 3 tough games.
Yeah. They have not hid from anybody in the non-con.
Next up, we are going to the likes of Raleigh, where the Pussy Pack are taking on the very Golden Eagles. NC State's laying 33.5 points.
Don't do it.
It's insulting to me. I'm all over the 33.5. All over. I'm not locking it. But give me the 33.5. What are you doing?
They are off an overtime game. The fucking phony ass cover. I had fucking Florida State, and they fucking not only didn't win on the money line for me, didn't cover in overtime. What a joke Florida State is.
I was on that too, dude.
No, it was fucking bullshit.
My God,
so many games
watching that. Yeah,
with the dog in overtime this year, it is disgusting. Yeah, give me Coppin points. No bet.
Next, we're going to Cincinnati, Ohio. Skyline chili for everybody. Morgan State, the Bears are heading into the Cintas Center where X going to give it to you. They're laying 29.5. I'll lay it. No, I'll take it. I'll take it.
You're going to want to take the points, and we should go. We should allude to with NC State. They have Kansas on deck. Xavier and Cincinnati have the Skyline game on Saturday, so we know how much
that's the best game.
Yeah.
Can I just talk about that game? I know Duke, Carolina. I love Duke, Carolina. Xavier, Cincinnati is like that's how, you know how I say in football, the backyard brawl or the egg bowl or the holy war, you know the real ones. Brawl of the Wild, another one. The Xavier, Cincinnati game. Very rarely does it disappoint.
Oh, I know.
Very rarely.
Crosstown shootout.
Yeah. That game I love that game. In the 90s, man. Oh, my God. 90s to the early 2000s. I would argue that was the best game of the whole damn season. When that game was so good. I'll take the points. You're right. That's great angle. We might even want to bet this.
Oregon State's been so bad on the road. I'll just take the points, no bet.
Yeah. Next up, Incarnate Word's heading to Durham.
Ugh.
They got the N word. All right, Incarnate Word.
Just take the points. Duke's been playing hard game after hard game after hard game. They ain't gonna get up for this.
Yeah, I'll take the points. No, don't bet this game.
Duke wins by 30.
Duke needs to go back to this old mascot.
Yeah.
Next up, Charleston. The Cougars, not Charleston Southern. The Cougars are heading to Philly. All right, this is a lock. This
line reeks.
It's a lock, buddy. We got to bet this.
You taking Charleston?
Yes.
They're terrible away from home.
St. Joe's is who the fuck is St. Joe's? Give me the 7.5. Lock it up. Let's go. You're not coming on this. You're scared?
Nah, I'll battle you. The lines tell it. St. Joe's going to win by double digits. It's just like that Rhode Island Charleston game. They're going to smack them around.
We'll see. We'll see about this one. How many people are really going to this game?
St. Joe's been good at home except for the last game.
Now we got a problem.
I do love Charleston. Have you guys gotten drunk in Charleston? Great city to get drunk in.
Oh, great city.
Awesome. If I may recommend it. Battle. Let's go. Dundee on the Cougs. Mac flying with these pussy hawks. Next up, we are going to. I know I'm locking everything up, but this is a lock. Jacksonville's in Del Boca Vista at the old folks' home, taking on the FAU in Boca Raton. The Owls, who are favored by way too many points. Give me Jacksonville plus the 12.5. Lock. You gonna tell me this is a trap too? Bring it on! All right. Take a blowtorch to this old folks' home. What are you doing here?
I'll battle you again. They already lost the game to little brother, the Gulf Coast. They're going to be ready for this one. I think they're going to open it up on Jacksonville. Lock up FAU for me.
We got a battle at the old folks' home. Rice pudding for everybody. Dundee on Jacksonville. Mac on these bullshit Owls. This guy, he's a bird watcher over here, right? Going to the fucking botanical gardens, watching all the, not the botanical gardens. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about. What am I on next? Oh, I got one for you. We're going to, wait, did I skip one? Did I fuck this up?
What game did you skip?
I might have skipped one. I think I fucked this up. Anyway,
you're missing some 7:00 games.
I'm missing the Dub V one, right?
Yeah. Oh, you're missing Dub V. You're missing Syracuse. What else we got?
Yeah, I think I fucked this up. My
Yeah.
bad.
Those are the only two you're missing. Syracuse against Albany, and then West Virginia against.
I made these damn slides. Hang on one second.
Okay.
All right.
I think he's
This is-
missing
this is
another
good.
one too.
What else is he missing in the 7 o'clock?
Brown, Rhode Island.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah, we got to go over that one. That was a
Yep.
good one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Hang on one second here. I'm a fucking idiot. But here we go.
do you have them made? You just didn't.
Goddamn
include
right
them?
I do. You goddamn right I do.
There we go.
Albany heading into Syracuse, New
Cute.
York. Qs are laying 12.5. Give me the Great Danes. Syracuse sucks. What are you doing here?
I struggle with this one. Why is this line so big? I mean,
I
Albany,
you just can't,
was
I
red
can't lay
hot.
that many points.
Yeah,
I don't want to lock it because it stinks, but
yeah. I don't like laying any fucking points with the ACC teams because you actually have to rely on them to fucking win and cover. Yeah, I'll lay with Syracuse, or I'll take the points with Albany. No bet. It does feel trappy.
Yeah. It feels very trappy to me.
Chat
Do you
loves
get a
Albany.
new computer, Colby?
No. Why?
Oh, just wondering because whenever you share the slides or share your computer screen, the tab bar never really shows. So I was wondering. My bad. Swinging.
I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. But
Either.
Who-
Where'd the slides go?
well, feel free to buy me a new computer. All right.
I'm working on buying my own.
I'm talking to the chat, not you, Bieniek. All right. Feel free to buy me a computer. All right.
Go to the
Charlotte
bookstore.
is heading to Davidson, North Carolina. Davidson's laying 9.5. Over under at 139. This Charlotte mascot's incredible. He's got a pipe. He's got a beard. He's got a fucking pickaxe. This is too many points for a little cross. Davidson's basically in Charlotte.
Yeah.
We should lock this.
I think we should lock Charlotte too. I know they played a D2 in between, but I think they're still pissed off from those last couple games before Thanksgiving. And Davidson has not been blowing teams out. I mean, they snuck by Charleston Southern. I think this is a one-possession game. I'll ride the Niners with you in an in-state battle.
Double lock. Charlotte 49ers plus 9.5. Get on over there. All right. Next up, we are going to the likes of I think you
Why'd
just
you keep-
keyed on. Why
Why
does
does
it keep doing this?
disappearing?
Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing over here.
Well,
he's
sharing each one individually right now.
Yeah. But it is here for the good people. All right. And it's good to see those fake bricks too. Here we
No,
go.
Those aren't bricks. What, Colby? It's hardwood.
Oh yeah, you're right. I get it. I get what you're doing there. So, I'm sorry. I apologize for the virtual hardwood. Why is this not showing up? Are we both pressing this? Okay. Rhode Island is laying 4.5 in Providence against. Look at this fire ass brown logo.
The Brown guys.
Yes. Josh says I'm making sure my midget porn collection doesn't pop up. It's true. All right. Have you ever seen Position Impossible? It's phenomenal.
We should lock this.
I'm locking it.
You've been fading my Rams.
I've been riding Brown. They've been
Who's
winning
Rams?
left and right.
No, he just took Providence the other night. We had a battle.
Oh yeah, that was a lucky ass.
We had a battle. I'm ramming it. Battle. Let's go again.
Oh man, you're going against Brown again?
Go again. All right, you got this fire ass logo, but look, the Rams
you
are.
didn't learn from Brian in Vermont. They just
You didn't learn from fucking Rhode Island and Providence?
Hey, I was the one that took Rhode Island against you guys against Charleston. They fucked him up. But yeah, this is the first loss of Rhode Island season. Give me Brown. Let's go Brown, guys.
Oh yeah, we're doing battle. I just got to get that song in there. You know what I mean? Bieniek, you want a side here?
Yep, this is a lock battle. I'm jumping in on Mac's side. In the cocktail napkin, honestly, Rhode Island's breaking it right now. They're due for a lot of regression, in my opinion. And Brown's rolling. They're coming in here on a 5-game win streak. They're facing Rhode Island after they just won their Super Bowl. Brown doesn't have Providence on their schedule.
This is a rivalry game too, though.
Brown doesn't have Providence on their schedule. This is their biggest game of the non-conference slate, besides maybe Kansas right after. But this is a huge get-up game for the Brown coach.
Brown just played a rivalry game against Bryant.
Yeah,
same.
This one's bigger. This one's bigger.
This is a big game for Brown.
Yes. This is a big
They
game. They don't get to host the Rams too often.
Dundee on Rhode Island. These bozos on Brown.
You're getting Rhode Island, the state school, coming to your building? Oh, yeah. That one's
This
gonna
is
be
great that it's
lit.
at
Fucking
Brown.
Paul Bailey.
Lock it up.
What is it? The Sports Center? Please.
Keno
right.
Lilly's a fucking beast.
Yes. Okay. I got one more that I forgot because I'm a fucking bozo over here. But this game is I'm kind of excited for this one. Because are they going to announce a football coach hiring prior to this?
Potentially.
We have Lavelle Moton in North Carolina Central getting 25.5. What? You don't got Jerry Westo playing guard for you, do you? What the hell is this line?
The other thing, NC Central was my team of the week, and Lavelle Moton retweeted me today, and they're all sharing their success, feeling good about themselves coming in. I buttered up old Lavelle Moton in North Carolina Central coming to the Coliseum. West Virginia's going to kill them. They're going to kill them. Now, do they take their foot off the pedal? And could there be backdoor? I don't think so. I think West Virginia by 30.
I'm locking up Central plus the points.
Isaac Mike is saying wrong team favorite.
Give me my guy Lavelle Moton. Guy knows ball.
All right, I'll battle you on this.
Let's go. I like this. We're just
wait till Rich Rod's announced. Says you're really fucked.
It's a distraction.
If Rich Rod's announced and he goes up there during halftime, it's a second half play. It ain't a full game play.
They're just killing from the opening tip.
Now we got a problem.
Battle in Morgantown. Dundee with Lavelle Moton and NC Central. Mac with these with these Mountaineers. I'm all fucked up over here. Shout out to the chat. They're rolling along. Haven't seen a lot of people kicked out tonight, which I don't know if I like it or not. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Pick'em is one of the biggest menus for all sports. You can now win up to 1,000 times the amount of money you enter with Underdog Streaks. Underdog is always making it easier to win with Profit Boost and Gimme Pick'ems. They got college hoops. They got college football. They got MMA, NBA, NFL, NASCAR, CFL, everything. God damn it. Get on over there. You can now use your specials and boost on all flex entries too, which is fantastic. So sign up. And when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN and claim your special pick plus first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. Bieniek, anything on the card there?
Yeah, I'm going to go with let me pull it up real quick because in game log recently, but when you're going to offer me a Michigan-Arkansas game and sneak peek, I'm not going to have anything on this, like on the spread or anything. But there's one guy that's really gotten hot lately, and that's Vlad Golden. Back-to-back games here, 20 points and 24 points. I'm going to go higher than 14.5 against Arkansas in one of the bigger games of tomorrow night.
Hell yeah, I like it. That's part of the edge you can find there over at Underdog Fantasy. Get on over there. I really I know you think I'm just reading the ad. I really buy into what they do. They offer an edge you can't find elsewhere. Promo code TCESGPN, UnderdogFantasy.com. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is a brand new social sports book available in 45 different states. There are plenty of betting opportunities that are available on Rebet. It's easy to use. It's great for people in states where traditional sports books may be restricted. So what are you doing? Download Rebet in the App Store. Use the promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $100. That's Rebet, promo code SGPN. All right, we are back. Hopefully I don't fuck up any more slides. But I still made them. I put in the work. Houston is laying 26.5 against Troy. I'll lay it.
Lock it. I'll lock it with Houston. They're taking out all their anger on all these other teams for their losses. Smash.
I think you might have talked me into this. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry, Troy. I like Troy, too.
Lay it. Let me talk to Kelvin Sampson. All right, next up. Wyoming. White man can jump.
How about this
According to
game?
Wyoming's logo. They got to go back to this logo. They just got to go back to this logo. They just got to lean into it. It's just fantastic. They're heading to Vermilion. What's this line? I didn't have this line when I made the slide.
South Dakota's laying 1.
Give me Wyoming.
I like South Dakota. Wyoming's off a hard loss at Utah State, and South Dakota's been good at home. I think it's kind of a get up getting the Mountain West team to come to you.
It was a 1-point game. Okay, maybe you're right. Last time they played in Laramie, it was a 1-point game. That was a while back, but still. How often does how often do you get a power team essentially?
That's what I mean. I'm locking South Dakota, man. This is a great spot.
I'm not locking this thing, but I don't know. Maybe you could talk. I don't know. I'm not. This is a tricky game to me. How many people are being? How many people are gonna be at this fucking game?
I think more than you think. They've been playing good too.
Moneyline Mag locking up the Coyotes -1.
They can't win on the road, but they've been protecting home court.
I might end up betting it. We'll see. Next up, Tennessee State's heading into Bowling Green, Kentucky, where the Tops are laying 15.5. That's just too many points for me. Give me Tennessee State in the points. You?
I'll lay with Western Kentucky. I feel like games get away from teams in Bowling Green. I'll lay it.
Next up, Southern Miss. Woo!
What do we do here?
This is. I was thinking about this as I was building the slide because I'm in. I'm in some Tulane fan groups.
Yeah.
From football, and they all are like Hunter's gone, so I'm wondering he's got to feel that even. Yeah. It's just show up to work, cash your paychecks.
Southern Miss is awful on the road too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. This is the hardest game on the slate, in my opinion. I'm going to take the 5.5. No bet.
Are you surprised that they're 5.5 point favorites? I thought the line would be like 3.
A little bit, yeah.
I'll lay it. No bet though. I mean, I don't know what I'm getting with either team. You're right though. I mean, does Hunter feel it? Do they finally pop up and win one? I don't know.
He's got to be in the same groups that I'm in.
Yeah.
And when you see just you scroll down the page, it's just everyone's shitting on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get him the fuck out of here. I don't know. I'm taking the points. I don't like the game though. However, this game though, Providence, your Friars, heading into Chicago, take on the DePaul Blue Balls Demons.
Blue Balls.
DePaul laying 1.5.
What is the last time they've been favored?
I'm laying the 1.5. Lock. Get this Friar bullshit out of here. Let's go. What are you doing here?
Somebody's got to maybe fact check me. I heard something today that this is DePaul's first game they've been favored in the Big East in over a decade. I'll battle you. Give me Providence. Better roster, bounce back. Providence, Kim English got to get this one. DePaul, cute story. Time to come back.
Well, that's what you said against Texas Tech when these sharp.
They were fucking down
Don't get us started with this shit.
These sharp
20
blue
plus
bones
the entire game, and they
got the
backdoored.
cover exactly like I knew they would.
Uh,
Where the hell
everybody's
is
gonna
DePaul?
love DePaul tomorrow. They're a trendy pick now.
Final.
We'll see. Battle. Dundee. The RuPaul Blue Balls. DePaul. Mac with the Friars. All right. Next up, Wisconsin. Heading to Champaign, Illinois. Take on the Illini. Illini laying 6.5. Woo! I'll take the Badgers.
Shall we bet Wisconsin?
I was thinking about it.
They've lost 2 in a row. I don't think the score on Saturday was an indication of the game. I thought they actually were in that game for a majority of it.
They were.
I just think Illinois got Tennessee on deck. I know it's not going to be a look at with Wisconsin coming in, but the Badgers have lost like 5 or 6 in a row to them as well. I think the Badgers get up for this one, and I think they keep it within 6.5, have a shot to win it outright in Champaign. I'll lock up Wisconsin.
Let's do it.
Let's go. On Wisconsin.
Double lock on Wisconsin. I ran into their golf team out here, by the way. Shout out to the Wisconsin Badger golf team. So I was walking my dog around the town around here. Ran into the Wisconsin golf team. Shout out to them. 5 people. And that's a sign. We should definitely. I'm going to load up even more now. Perhaps the game of the night. The Michigan Wolverines are heading to New York City. Take on John Calipari and Arkansas. Michigan's laying 4.5.
Too much love for Michigan. I'm locking up Arkansas.
I'm locking up Arkansas too. I'm all over Arkansas too. Give me Arkansas on the points. Sprinkle that money line. Let's go.
I'll get up spot in the Garden. I think they're athletic enough to stay in this game. Now they got to figure out a way to neutralize those bigs down low. But I think Arkansas, they'll come to play.
I'm with you. Sprinkle
Bieniek, what you got?
Well, if you're gonna drag me in here, I don't think Dusty May's fared too badly in MSG for what it's worth. I think they clinched the regional final in MSG. I think that was
he lost Jimmy V last year to Illinois. I
yes,
remember
they got ran by Illinois, but Vlad had a good game in that one. He dominated down low. I would say Michigan's my pick here, obviously. And I like Dusty May in that building. They won against Tennessee and then Kansas State to clinch a Final Four berth. So I think it's good memories. I am a little bit nervous that it's the first time this program has been ranked in like 2.5 years. But yeah, I'm going Michigan.
You got to fade you got to fade the ranking.
Got to fade the ranking here. All right. And the SEC's on a warpath, so don't get don't get in the way. Next up, UMKC heading to Portland, Oregon to take on these Vikings. Portland State, that is. Portland State, I fucked this up too. Is laying 1.5.
Pumpkin favored.
Dude, I've been eating a lot of shit on these kangaroos though.
It's got to be the one for the kangaroos.
I'm still there though. Let's bet it. Let's bet
go. Let's go back to the well. They ate shit for us the other night. They're winning this one.
Hey, kangaroos, why don't you finally hop in my goddamn bank account? Fucking just you bother me. This is the one. All right, next up, Cornell. It's in Berkeley, dropping acid against these California. The Battle of the Bears here. Cal's laying 8.5. I told you I like this Cornell team. Give me the points. No bet. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay it with Cal. Cornell, I mean, this is like their 5th straight road game. They just played an Army. I mean, less than 48 hours. They got to go all the way out to Cal. And Cal's off that fucking awful loss to Stanford.
Terrible play by us. Yeah.
Check the picks page. Cal's a fringe lock. Blows it open late. Double digits.
I'll take Cornell. No lock. Next up, final game on. No, actually two more. Long Beach State's in La Jolla. Taking on Steve Lavin and the Toreros. Can the Dirtbags get it done? What's the line on this game?
San Diego's laying 3.5. Should we bet San Diego?
I see a 4.5 out there actually right now.
Okay. Long Beach just won back-to-back games to start league play.
Give me the Toreros
as a dog. I mean, now they're getting out of league play, so they had lost 8 in a row. They win 2 big get-up spots. Now they got to go travel to San Diego for a non-con game. San Diego fringe lock.
I'm not locking this fucking game.
You're gonna end up betting it. It's late in the night.
I got the next one. The next one.
Give
me San Diego. This is a lock, though. Eastern Washington heading up to Seattle, where that Husky had some of that purple drink. Look at him. Can't even fucking complete a sentence. Can't complete a goddamn sentence over there. E-Dub is catching 12.5. Now, I know E-Dub just got destroyed against South Dakota State.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they can stay within this number.
Yeah.
Give me E-Dub. Lock it up. You coming?
Yeah, I'm going to come with you here. E-Dub is, I mean, they got it. I think they're the best 2-8 team by far in the country. They hung in with Utah in Salt Lake City, lost by 8 at the very end. And Washington's kind of a dumpster fire right now, trying to find their identity in Sprinkle's first year. So, yeah, give me the points. Munson, familiarity, going to Washington. Let's go, Munson.
Double lock. The chat is speculating if that was me on the Wyoming logo. I mean, I can tell you this. I tried to dunk. It just didn't work out. You know what I mean? I tried. Bieniek, what are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, this is a triple lock. Eastern Washington, I think they play well usually against these power Washington schools as a little brother. And for what it's worth, Munson might be the better coach in this game. I'm just gonna
is this game? Wow. This game is actually, this game is actually on campus. So, because I know they played Wazoo. They played Wazoo in like Seattle or some bullshit.
Seattle. Yeah.
Triple lock. Clark saying, yeah, I could dunk at that altitude, but definitely not now. My point was now.
I could dunk with a trampoline under me.
Yeah. I mean, you might be able to dunk, buddy. I saw a photo of you today. All right. I saw a photo of you today, buddy.
That photo was passed around day?
Wait a second here. Hang on.
You're actually going to pull it in?
Okay.
For those that were in the SGP show today, on the main show.
Hang on. Do you want me to share this or not?
We got a LeBaron?
You want me to share this?
I mean, I shared it. I shared it to them because I figured they'd show it. But, yeah, you can go ahead and show it.
I'm not convinced this is really you, but...
It's Noah Bieniek pre-long hair.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a...
you are looking live.
This was a youtube.com/the college experience. I mean, magical things happen up there. Look at this. What am I looking at here? I mean, he's got
the water too. Is
all the damn water. Mackinac Island never looked so damn beautiful.
Those are senior pictures.
I mean, he's got the shirt matching the fucking Jeep.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
clean cut. Right there. Clean cut. You hadn't tried those mushrooms yet? You know what I mean? You believed in everything. Santa Claus was real, right? And whew,
There he is.
YouTube.com. Look at that thing. So hold on, you got to walk me through the story on this. How did this come to fruition?
I loved that car, man. That was
It's
senior
dead? The car
picture.
died? The LeBaron just took.
Yeah.
You traded it in for the
I,
LeBaron.
I went off to school, and my college is right in downtown, so there's no parking at all. So that car, I loved that car, but it was handed down to my sister, and she drove it into the dump. So it was never running the same once I got my hands back on it.
And that's when the LeBaron comes in. So wait, I still want to know the story here of like how did this idea of like let's drive to the shore.
This Jeep was rusty as shit. I did a lot of work cleaning it up for the picture, for what it's worth.
Okay.
To Morgan Spooner there.
Okay, and you
the bottom of it, by the way, you can see the rust on the tires and the undercarriage. The undercarriage was held up by Super Duty zip ties.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Those Michigan winters. Did you purposely wear the shirt to match the car?
Yeah.
Correct.
I was gonna ask that too.
Correct.
And
I was constantly shit on because of this car. So there was no muffler. This thing was so loud in the school parking lot.
Wait, you were shit on because of this car?
Yes, because it was a shitty car.
What? What are you talking about? You had a fucking Jeep Wrangler. Me and Kramer already had a conversation about this. We're like, this prick bastard got a Jeep Wrangler to go around in high school with. I was the type that had to ask friends to pick me up.
It looks incredible there, but yeah, I mean, just a couple of stories and whatnot. That car, you can see it also in the back right of the back windshield. It was actually, so this is a soft top, so it's plastic. There were holes, and during the winter, I would duct tape it. That way, like the cold air couldn't come through. Yeah, I like this car a lot, though.
Buddy, this is not a shithole.
Oh, I love this car.
So
My
sure,
sister
no.
treated it like a shithole.
Okay, but in this photo, what I'm looking at here is like
the photo does it a lot of justice.
That's a nice car to drive around fucking high school.
100%.
You got a clean cut too.
I mean, yeah, it's what I'm saying. It's a soft top too. You drive around town. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How'd they get their hands on this photo? No, LinkedIn.
No, so they were talking on the Sports Gambling Podcast about there was Colby was talking about geo trackers.
I didn't know the difference. I didn't know the difference between a geo tracker and a Suzuki Sidekick. I got them confused in my head.
They pulled up. They pulled up
Yeah.
a picture of basically like a toy car, and Sean Green was like, "Get Noah Bieniek one of these," and I was like, "Well, hold on, I'll show you my car that I had."
And then they're like, "Wait a minute, who's this guy? Is this
Well,
your
and then
cousin?"
I didn't think that was him. When I saw this, I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
It's a picture pre-long hair. Like nobody at SGPN's ever seen me. long
Buddy,
hair,
you
honestly.
back then, that's a different human being.
I know.
Right?
I'm telling you. So that was about 60 pounds, 6 inches less of hair ago.
I thought he was going to say 6 inches less. Or something. I was like,
No,
where you going?
I put on 6 inches of hair and 60 pounds since that photo.
There's always tomorrow.
Yeah.
That thing's fire. Who's taking the photo?
Well, that was actually my prom
Oh, Rebecca.
my prom date's mom. So she was the senior picture.
Wait, where's the date?
Well, she wasn't in the senior picture.
So wait, she's not. What do you mean? Elaborate.
I didn't take senior pictures with her. This was literally like senior. So senior pictures, you'll hand them out at like graduation party or whatever. You don't include girlfriends or significant others. Like 90% of the time, people don't do that.
So prom date's back at home right now, but her mom is there with you. Correct?
In this picture?
Yes.
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm extremely close to her and her family. Our parents went to high school together.
This is the same prom date that Ryan Larson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep. Her mom was a professional photographer and got my senior pictures through her.
They say the vet gets the girls wet. What's the the Wrangler, the Jeep? You go deep with the Jeep? I don't fucking know.
He's making up shit now.
There you go.
Anyway, love this photo. And where the hell is this? The shore looks so. That's Lake Michigan right there. Or are you up in where?
That's Lake St. Clair.
Lake St. Clair.
Yeah, it's around my area.
Folks, if you want this turned into a calendar, let us know.
Dude, they joke about it. SGP, they're like, make a calendar of Noah. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
because they like my YouTube avatar, they like my Twitter profile picture.
Did you go out to a store to match that color? Or did you have that in your closet for that shirt?
I had it in my closet.
Unfucking. Did you buy that shirt knowing that it matched your car?
No, that's a golf shirt. That was.
What does that mean? It's a golf shirt. You still had to buy it.
Well, you golf in polos.
Yeah, but you still got to buy it.
I liked the color orange, and I got an orange golf shirt one day. Okay,
and then it was a beautiful accident that you said I could match it with the car.
Well, during the time with all senior pictures, I was like, what could I do for senior pictures? And I thought of getting a picture with the car.
We might have to put this on a t-shirt. We might have to put this on a t-shirt. We just got to work on the slogan. Got to work on the slogan. Yeah. Yeah. The car's name was Rebecca. Anyway, Bieniek's on Twitter.
Hold
Noah
on.
B77 _
We have not done best bets yet.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, you've left the people hanging here. Yeah.
By this car slander.
Yeah,
Best bets to
this
me
needs to happen, Mike. A SGPN golf outing would be legit. I agree.
Nope.
Troy would run it. Troy would run shit.
That could be you guys. Best bets to me, Charlotte plus 9.5 would be one. The second one for me will be the likes of give me my Rhode Island Rams. I'm sick of the disrespect. All right. And for the third and final one will be, I'm nervous to even say this. No, actually, fuck you, MKC. They've burned me too many times. DePaul. Give me DePaul. Mac, where are you going?
I was afraid you might do that. I got Rutgers early in the night at the rack. Losers of 3 in a row. They snapped that. Number 2, I like Arkansas a lot in the get-up spot. I think that this is a game that Cal and his team start playing better basketball, getting 4.5 at the Garden. I'll take Arkansas as my number 2. And then number 3, give me the Toreros. I'm fading Long Beach off that fluke 2-game win streak.
I kind of like the play.
Yeah. Come on, Lavin. Don't let me down. Let's go.
Bieniek?
Favorite play tomorrow is Rutgers, -1 against Penn State after Penn State rushed the floor against Purdue. And this is Rutgers' first Big Ten home game with Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper. That place is going to be an absolute madhouse, in my opinion. Number 2 is Brown. I like Brown plus 4.5 against Rhode Island as they're hosting a larger in-state school. I think that's a huge circle of date game there. And number 3 is Tennessee, -15.5. This team has just been stomping teams in the Power 4, Power 5 left and right. Double-digit wins left and right, and the SEC has been rolling in the non-conference. I'm going to hitch my wagon to that, hitch myself to that wagon, and take the -15.5 with the Vols.
There we go. Folks, make sure, please, the race to 15K, if you want to watch all 7 human centipedes, all right, they will be happening if we do not get to 15K. It's slowed down. Have you guys noticed that? Maybe it was a 5
after Feast Week. Feast Week is TMZ week.
I'm just saying I'm not impressed with our viewers, our fans, our listeners, our haters.
Oh, the viewers are there.
That's true.
Lazy fucks
But
in the chat.
they're not subscribed. They're not liking and subscribing, and especially like the least you can do. The least you can do. I got a message today that was fantastic. Let me see if I can quickly pull this up. Hey, Dundee, fuck your picks, dude. Triple lock Chattanooga. You're absolutely terrible. How do you do a podcast when you can send constant losers to and your co-host? I don't even understand what that even meant. And I guess to my co-host, I don't even understand.
So
what that...
Chattanooga was a football play, eh?
No, basketball. A couple. This is.
I
hadn't checked my Instagram in like a month.
I didn't lock shit. This was like a month ago. Okay,
probably was like a month ago.
Yeah, it was like a while ago. And then he's like, "How do you have a podcast? Oh yeah, how do you have a podcast when you send constant losers? Your co-hosts are losers." And he's like, "What? Lay off the booze and dial in for once. You literally give losing plays. You're a fucking clown." And that was my response.
Speaking of clowns, did you get tagged in that David Matola tweet?
No.
Maybe.
So the Simpsons did a.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah.
It was University for Clowns or something like that, and then parentheses it was Arizona State.
But I appreciate messages like that. But if you're gonna do that, the least you can do is subscribe. All right. I mean, you've never met me a day in your life, and you're coming over here, at least that I know, and you're coming over here and you give me an awesome message like that. Just hit that like and subscribe. All right. You can send me as many of those messages as you want.
You just made his day.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Colby's got some of these saved too, by the way. Like
I love them. My response
he purposely
back
brings these up during the slow shows.
I'll be honest. Like sometimes you get a message like, "Hey, your fucking show is great. You're a good host," and I'm like, "Cool," but it's not entertaining. When I get called like the gap tooth pile of shit, it is fucking hilarious. And anyone that doesn't find that hilarious, that I question. Yeah. Anyway, please, I encourage more of those. Sorry it took me so long to get back to you. What was that guy's name again? I don't know that I put that on blast, but I need to. Robbie. Shout out to Robbie for your kind message. Appreciate you. Appreciate you listening to the podcast over the years. And may you get herpes tonight. Anyway, I'm wishing you the best. I'm on Twitter at @TheColbyD. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Noah B's on Twitter at NoahB77_. And yeah, happy holidays. Look forward to talking shit to these idiots. We did a lot of battling tonight. It was like a fucking game of Risk. All right. Yeah. Till next time. This is the college basketball experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are about to be at it here. If I can find the goddamn song. Here, let's just play this one. Bye.
Mailbox 1 messages. 1.
I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. My body can soul or nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. My body can soul or nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. My body can soul or nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. With the obsession to be a part of that, started that. My open matter don't matter in the market. I've seen much smarter cats have heart attacks. Largely cause leaders need lambs to be lethargic. Match wits with the half-wit phantom. I don't need jumper cables or mic cords to analyze an analytical anthem. Between my two ears, an engine pumping the life force. Force field for your grip on the grievance. Still gonna feel unchallengeable stiff. So we're raising pieces to prepare cohesive. All the hard work will go largely ignored if Your hands are covered with post-its and paper cuts. You need to have your voice in the vice grip. The one who made it famous ain't the one who made it up. You don't get overtime just for working the night shift. I'm not saying I'm impossible to outsmart. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without heart. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outrun. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without love. And I'm not saying I'm impossible to outdo. Mind, body, and soul are nothing without truth. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but you're nothing without yourself. Every time I close my eyes, I'm taken to the same place, a playing field, and every contestant's got the game face. Everybody's yelling, you ought to play it safe. Make sure them shoes are tied and ankles tape. Shake the cobweb, hit the ground running. This is how cunning I can get with the footwork. You're doing it right, well, it shouldn't hurt. Flirt with greatness, still I run the famous. Nice high heels, I got mics for spice. Trampling the home team and the turf for life. For the few fleet of foot, too fast for me. I fear none, cause I run and ignore the pit. Of feet by the tree, that are fast asleep. In love with the game, you adore the head. I believe in achievement. My soul isn't rewarded just cause the season goal moves toward it.